Hello, good morning, my good people of Abuja and the rest of the world, wherever you might be listening to us on this your number one radio program, Dish of Life Extra. It has been me, your doctor on radio, Dr. Semiyu OlaGolden. Most of us remember that the late Bob Marley had, cancer of the foot, and he died out of it. But what majority of us may not know was that when he was having the injury, the ulcer of the foot, he was actually playing football with it, playing barefooted on top of the same injury. And the stress that were being, the pressure that were being exerted on that ulcer led to the cancer. So there's something we call ulcer cancer. And on the other hand, there is cancer ulcer. For instance, if there is a cancer on the leg, it can actually eat most of the cell away and result in ulcer, which in most cases is very difficult to treat. The same thing goes for the other way. An ulcer can be what you call a starting point of a cancer to be, as in the case of Bob Marley we've just said. So anything that alters the normal environment of a cell can lead to abnormal growth of the cell. And the cells will naturally react because that is what they are meant to do. They react by trying to produce cells that are stronger and more resilient to whatever is the stress that is on them. In their ways of protecting themselves, they either grow more of the good cells or more of the bad ones. And this is what brings about those huge growths that you see in people who have cancer. It is in this their activity to safeguard themselves and protect their organs in which they are that they overdo this thing and result in what we all call cancer. I'm sure with this little explanation, everybody is now getting to know cancer and what brought it about and why is it that we're still having it. A lot of them, as I told you, is attached to what we eat, what we drink, what we smoke, and our lifestyle. Now, in order to replace all these cells that are being damaged by one thing or the other, they either grow the ones that are normal to fulfill the spaces that are being, occupied or that have been deprived of those cells, or they will grow the abnormal one that they think will quickly fill up that space. For your information, cancer cells love acidic environment. And the more acidic our food becomes, due to either excessive consumption of one or the other one, without it getting broken down, either by the body itself or when it is damaging that area or the chemicals that are being produced out of what that food has become, they are the things that actually favors cancer growth. Most of what cancer cells need to grow are acidic things, and in an acidic environment they grow with reckless abandon. So how do we now take ourselves away from acidic environment? I'm talking about the internal environment now. Majority of us, we indulge in things, in food that makes our body acidic. Most of these over-processed food, they turn to acid in our system and they increase the acidity of our body. And if there's any cancer cell that is growing there, it gets a very good boost. So how can we make our body alkalinic? The alkaline environment is what the cancer cells hate most because it can't grow in that environment. It does not eat alkaline food. That's why in certain parts of Japan and China, You will see people growing to 99, 130, 150, and you will not hear about cancer even in their old age, in spite of the fact that they could eat tobacco, they could eat all these other naturally occurring vegetables. Whereas the same tobacco will be turned to something else, into cigarette, where they will just put light again in order to create more and more chemicals. So when you eat natural fruits and vegetables, they are alkaline in origin, and when they are well prepared to our food, they give the body more alkalinic environment. For those who want to prevent cancers in their body, the best bet is to indulge more in naturally grown food. When you indulge more in naturally grown food, your body is prepared against any cancerous invasion, because naturally grown food also do help the body to tackle such growth. Most cancer patients will benefit from change in their diet, from over-processed food and drink to unprocessed and naturally occurring fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and grains. We have them all in abundance in our environment, and the more that we indulge in them, the better it is for us. For those who have already been victims, my advice is change your nutritional outlook. Change to those things that will fight the cancer on your behalf, because that is the easiest way out for you. And for those who don't want it, who are so scared about cancer, please, the only thing you need to do is not just don't be afraid of it alone. Run away from the things that will help them to be in you. Those are the over-processed food, drinks, and others. If they can stay off such acidic-inducing food, indulge themselves in the alkalinic-inducing food, their cancer growth rate will reduce or get eliminated entirely. As we all know, cancer treatment can be so expensive if it is done in other ways, by either using chemicals or using a radiation technique or even the surgery. It can be expensive, and it can be really, really draining when it comes to even the people who are looking after them. We are sorry about the break in transmission. We're sorry that you could not get most of this, thing they were saying, but we're going to just conclude it with the thing that you could not get there. I was saying that this program today is dedicated to those who are victims of the scourge, those who have already been able to conquer it, and those who have been at the extreme end of the scourge. On the whole, cancers can be prevented, can be avoided, can be fought to a standstill, and can be conquered. In our environment, our best bet and the easiest way out is in the modification of our nutrition. So this is where we are going to, start wrapping up on today's edition. So until I come your way again next week, it has been me, Dr. Semiyu OlaGolden, saying have a beautiful day and have the rest of the week in a very, very cancer-free and disease-free environment.